Hello, class. So now I'm at my house. We were installing the straw bale beds up at the college. Now we're back at my house to show you what these guys look like when they are full of vegetables. So here's my straw bale bed, and this bed here has three crops. We have fava beans, which have kind of these interesting flowers. And the fava beans, they grow, here's an example of what the beans will look like. So in this bed, we have the fava beans, which is a legume, so it's providing nitrogen. We have collard greens, so fava beans, legume, nitrogen. Collard greens, which they're leafy, so they like the nitrogen given off by these legumes. These also bring up calcium and minerals from deeper in the soil and leave it in the surface for other plants. And then I have cilantro, also called coriander. The leaves are cilantro, but the seeds are coriander. This is in the carrot family. This is another good companion plant. Its flowers attract lots of beneficial insects, and its mineral profile is a lot different. So we have plants that give off nitrogen, plants that use that nitrogen and leave up minerals like calcium, and then we have plants that are, this one was more of a potassium, phosphorus heavy plant. So they're all growing in this mix, in this bed, and you can see the compost, the bales are sprouting grass and they're decomposing. That's why they look kind of bad. And then all we do, once this bale decomposes, is I take it out, I use that old stuff as a mulch, and then I put a new bale. This is a spinach plant right here. So you can see it's a pretty nifty garden style. Here's a bed here of onions, a little bit of fava beans, and I got some bok choy back there. But this is an onion bed. And you can see how we use the mulch from the composting bed, the composting bale, on the surface. Again, that's to provide further nutrition. And then lastly over here, again, this bed is more fava beans, cilantro. This is dinosaur kale. And then we have some lettuce up in the front here. Some lettuces. Now, in each of these beds, I have a composter, an in-site composter, and that's what this bucket is. If I take the lid off, which is just a plate, you can see a bunch of bugs, but there's kitchen scraps, paper, all my compostables go into this little bin. It's opened at the bottom, and that's where everybody is eating the compostables. Look at all those bugs. There's tons of worms in there, and that's an example of cold compost. And that is getting... once this is full of compost material, I pick up the bucket, spread the compost around, and then move it to a different location. You could also bury that in the ground and do it that way. So this is the straw bale beds. And again, these are the ones in my front yard. This is my front yard here. This used to be a lawn, and now it's my front veggie garden. I will show you guys a video in a second of the back garden, which is in wooden beds. But again, this is the straw bale system. I like it. It's been very productive. Those straw bales, again, they retain a lot of moisture in that soil. They keep that soil moist. They keep that soil cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And again, they're constantly providing nutrition. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in class.